From Los Angeles, this is Montserrat Radio. From Los Angeles, this is Montserrat Radio.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
And what's your name?
Mandy Harvey.
And who's this?
My interpreter.
What's your name?
Sarah.
Nice to meet you, Sarah.
Nice to meet you, Sarah.
Hi, Sarah.
Doing well, thank you.
Okay, Mandy, so I think I've worked this out. So you're deaf?
Yes, I lost all my hearing when I was 18 years old.
Wow. And how old are you now?
29. So it's 10 years.
Wow. And Mandy, how did you lose your hearing, if you don't mind me asking?
I have a connective tissue disorder, so basically I got sick and my nerves deteriorated.
So you were singing before you lost your hearing?
Yeah, I've been singing since I was 4. So I left music after I lost my hearing and then figured out how to get back into singing with muscle memory, using visual tuners, and trusting my pitch.
So your shoes are off because you're feeling the vibration. Is that how you're following the music?
Yeah, I'm feeling the tempo, the beat through the floor.
And Mandy, what are you going to sing?
I'm going to sing a song that I wrote called Try.
Okay, can you tell me what it's about?
After I lost my hearing, I gave up. But I want to do more with my life than just give up. So...
Good for you. Okay, well, look, this is your moment, and good luck.
Okay. I don't feel the way I used to. The sky is grey, much more than it is blue. But I know one day I'll get through, and I'll take my place again if I would try. If I would try. Cause I know the only thing in my way is me. I don't live the way I want to. That whole picture never came into view. But I'm tired of getting used to the day. If I were try.
Mandy, I don't think you're going to need a translator for this. honestly, I never think I'm going to be surprised or amazed by people, and then you turn up, and just the fact that you are you, but it was your voice, your tone, the song was beautiful. Congratulations, you were straight through to the live shows. Mandy, you know what? We found each other.
Yes.
And you can tell this is a song. And maybe it was simple, but that's gone.
In the spirit of the war against fake news, Montserrat Radio presents The Fake News Show, conspiracy news and a different point of view of current events. And now your host, Benny Wilson.
Good afternoon, everybody, and good evening to those who live far, far away. Welcome to the Fake News Show. This is your host, Benny. And yes, you'll just listen to Mandy Harvey. Mandy Harvey, she's deaf right now, and because of a situation that actually destroyed her nerves. And what you will just listen to was her song that she plays on the American Got Talent, one of the most touchy, emotional things that just happen on TV. And since they actually share it with the whole world, they share it with the whole world in Facebook, and since much more than 80% of the people that listen to my show are in Facebook, then I share it myself because they just gave me the okay to share it. So I just share it. I did not violate any private copyright. So let's get into business. And before I start doing my business, which is basically bring out the news and what's going on with the process of the RB, let me share something to all the people that are not in my Facebook page. I just got one of those few instances that I can spend a lot of time chatting with my people, with my jets. And I disclosed some information that nobody expected. And the reason why is because I very, very, very few times I spoke about it. And it happened exactly as I expected when I gave my information. And what was my information? Well, my information was about aliens. And what I know about the aliens and what happened, what's coming. I'm not going to go into details, but I just basically I gave my information, my solely, that I didn't even have to even share it to anybody. I just happened to share it because, I wanted to share it. In more than 3 years that I came out, I never ever talk about the aliens. As a matter of fact, for those people who follow me, I said that I'm not the favorite guru from Latinos. I said it many times. That I'm very unpopular because when it comes to RB gurus, because they know me. See, I was, before I started to do this RB stuff, I was an investigator. I was basically conspiracy theorist. But before I was a conspiracy theorist, I was a formal contactee. And that's how I got to be known. I used to come out on shows on the Latin radio. I was even approached by many of the big time network in Spanish that wanted to talk to me, that want to have an interview. I basically turned down everybody because I did not want to give any more information. And why? Because, like I said before, when I mentioned that Latinos did not like me when it comes to have given the RB information, because they wanted me also to talk about the aliens and all that stuff, because they already knew me. and when I told them that the aliens did not care anything about us becoming filthy rich, and they got nothing to do about us become filthy rich, because they overcome that, and I have mentioned that before, people did not understood. But now you're going to understand now. And the reason why I stopped doing it is because, not because I couldn't prove it, because I got a very good friend of mine on my chat that said it's impossible. It is not impossible. It was probably the most easiest thing that I ever done by proving my information 100% truth. It all started about, I think it was about 5 years when I came out on national radio in Mexico, and I told about my information, how I became a contactee, and how accurate I said that they were going to have a UFO sighting back then in Mexico, in the city of Mexico. And I even told them the date. And when it came through, that's how everybody wanted to talk to me about it. So it was the easiest thing because I have contacts. But I never actually wanted to talk about it. As a matter of fact, if I mention this, it will be the last time I ever mention it. I will never ever talk about this. And there's a reason because of this. There's a lot of people get addicted to this information. As a matter of fact, I have also mentioned that I hate the thought that people get addicted on my RB information. Because when you get addicted, my people, my friends, my jets, when you get addicted, you're not seeing reality. Believe it or not, even the most pure thing that you can get addicted to good food. Even food can be addicted, and being addicted is being a slave. Okay, I have never been a fan of people being addicted on my information. Never. Let me get this right. I never actually had a good thought about addiction. I never been addicted to anything, and that's the reason why. Well, I'm wrong. I'm lying. Sorry. I've been addicted for many other things, but to be like, knowing that I know I'm addicted, I stay away. Okay? Let me just tell you that. I hate the thought. That's exactly what I'm talking about. I hate the thought that people get addicted on my information. So that is the reason why I don't bring aliens on the conversation. And this will be my last time I ever mention about that. Okay, the last time. I don't care if you beg me, if you ask me, I will not mention anything. And the Latino community that knows me, I even have some people right now that are listening to my show. They has asked me thousands of times, Benny, why don't you just bring that information? People really want to know. I'm not going to do it. I refuse to do it. If it's happened, happen. If I feel that my information will actually do some difference in your life, I will do it. I will really, really do it. But since I don't feel like that's going to be a change in your life, because all I care, and that's what exactly they told me. This is what they told me. We hate when the people that we contact, they sell our information. That's exactly the words. Why? Because every single contactee that I know they sell that information. They make books, they make videos, they charge for interviews, etc., etc. As a matter of fact, when I got in contact with major networks in Spanish, they offered me up to $50,000 for the interview. I declined it because I don't want to be part of it. Because when you sell this information, you corrupt it, and they don't like that. The reason why I do not sell my information is the same reason why I share this information, and I don't even sell anything from anybody. You're never gonna see me selling anything here. If I ever gonna mention something, it's about an opportunity that you probably wanted to be part of it. I'm not forcing anybody. I'm not selling anybody. The only thing that I ever sell is when you get into my server, because I enable it. That you gotta wait for a commercial. I get pennies out of it. Pennies. And if I wanted to make my point, I will disable that. Why? Because I have something that not many people have these days. That something is called ethics. And that's the reason why I share the information. And I give not everything. I just give limited information. Because I'm very, very cautious about it. Can you imagine if I would say the things that I know, I will already get in trouble. And I'm meaning they can easily take me off. Like that. Take me off. There is nothing more dangerous is that you know the reality. There's nothing more dangerous is for me, for a guy like me, wake your consciousness. But it's not me the one who's going to lead that. It's going to be somebody else. And when that somebody else come out, then I will remember you. If I am still around on my radio show. So, that is what exactly I'm talking about. I'm talking about the truth, the consciousness. That's why I only talk about the prophecies. And today's show is called Chaos in Qatar, and what does it mean for us? Okay, so let me just tell you, because what happened today also brought a lot of chaos in my chat room. Let me just tell you what happened to those who are not in my chat room. I was just chatting with everybody, because I had time today. Today I had time, and I got a call, and I want to make sure that everybody understands. This is not the first time that I got this call, okay? And this time called the same banker, the same group of bankers that I mentioned before on my letters, on my show, that there was another second elite that are pushing for this RB to happen right now without waiting nothing. You just do it right now. They're just pushing for that. But this second elite got in contact with me for the fourth time. So this was not the first time they ever called me. And for all those 4 times, they have told me 3 times, we're waiting for a confirmation of 800 number. I just happened to share the information with my chat room, with my jets. And everybody went crazy. And then I realized I made a big mistake. I made a big mistake because then I pushing for the boundaries. And then I probably fall out to be a liar and somebody who can really screw people's emotions. I'm not gonna deny that I usually play around with pictures and gifts, celebrating something that is good, but I'm only doing it to show the progress in RB. I'm not trying to play with your feelings. I'd probably be the last guy that would play with your feelings. So I did it today. I shared it. I committed a big mistake. I shared it, and I noticed everybody how everybody react, because I was busy in the line. When I look at my chat room, I say, "Oh my God, I screwed it up." So I want to apologize for those people who got excited about that information. My information was that I just got a call, and I need. They tell me that they're waiting for a confirmation for the 800 number, and that's it. Like I said, this is not the first time I had that call. This is my fourth time I had it. But it only will show you one thing. It will show you that we are very, very near. As a matter of fact, my 100% source told me that I would not have, and this is something that I want to share with you, that I can share with you. This is the breaking intel I got with you. So that the breaking intel that I have with you is this. You need to understand this thing. I got two contacts. I got one that lead me to become the Benny that you know, when I give all my sources and I give my private intel. That's the number one. And I got the number two, who basically I met and through number one, and these are the elite that I've been talking about that wants to push the RB to be done. Okay. But sometimes in the more than 3 years that I've been around, the number two elite, and I'm gonna ask everybody to stop testing, please, because it's actually disturbing my broadcasting. So if you want to ask me something, get into my server. I show you how to do it. And ask me from my server. Do not type your question or I'm going to have to log out from Facebook. Okay? So what I was saying is that the second elite, the elite that is pushing for the RB right now, very few times have been right all the time. Very few times. The number one resource that was the cause of this guru called Benny, which everybody just follow me. The number one source, my number one source, have told me that I will not have the 800 number. That they decided not to give me the 800 number. And many people are going to ask me why. That is why the reason I told everybody. If you're going to get the 800 number from your guru, call and find out about it. I said it because they told me the first time and they did not confirm it. And today they confirm me that they're not going to give me the 800 number, and there's a reason why. And I've said it many times why they don't want to give me the 800 number. So I'm going to make it very clear why they don't want to give me the 800 numbers. Because they want to cause chaos. And I'm gonna prove to you one more time that my information is 100% truth. They want to cause chaos. And if they give me the 800 number, will be after the chaos is over. Okay? And how the chaos is going to be? Well, I really strongly believe that Iraq will revalue. And as a matter of fact, today, I even said on my channel today, I was waiting for that. I was waiting for the RB happens in Iraq today. It did not happen. But it really caught my attention what happened today on the things that we're seeing right now. Okay, so I don't want to get out of the way and confuse you. So they just told me, the second elite told me, we're waiting for confirmation. So those people do want to give me the 800 number, but not my first source. My first source is telling me you're not going to get the 800 number. So the second source keep calling me and say, we're just waiting for a confirmation. And this is what they do. They call me. They say, hey, Benny, how you doing? They say, okay, how you doing? And I say, look, we're waiting for a confirmation 800 number again. So I'm waiting on the line. I can be maybe 10, 15 minutes, and all of a sudden, no confirmation. Sorry, next time. And that's it. They hang up. Okay? That's how I do it. So I committed a mistake of sharing that information with my chat room, with my jets. So I want to apologize publicly. I did not want to play with your feelings. I did not want to play with your emotions. I only share my information. Okay? This is not the first time they put me this way. Trust me. You don't have to go through the whole emotion bullcrap that I have to go every single day. I had to put out with a lot of people negativity. I had to put out with a lot of people information, and misleading information, by the way, which I never ever say something like David Schmidt saying, oh, they lied to me. No. I never said that. Didn't I? Why I never said that? Because I analyze the information and then I deliver the information. Okay? That is why. So please stop typing. Well, let me just log out from the show, from my Facebook, because people are not listening to me and they keep testing. And if you want to chat with me, if you want to ask questions, get on my server. I'll show you how. So let's continue with this conversation. So the thing is that I shared with everybody that I was about to get the 800 numbers, but like I said, this is the 4th time. In 2 years, because the second elite just came out 2 years ago. In 2 years, I only had 4 calls from those people. 4. Today was the 4th time. But it shows you, and it can prove to you how close we are. We are very, very close to get that number. And forget about that number. If I get the okay for you to go to your bank or exchange center, I will let you know. But like I said before, if you got the information, go for it, take the call, find out about it. It is totally different than go for it, take the call, and do the exchange. I want you to understand that, and it's on the record. If I say, go for it, take the call, and find out about it, that does not mean go for it, take your money, and drive like a maniac. That is not the thing. I'm against that. Because people will go like crazy. It doesn't matter how many times I repeat it. People will do it because people are emotional. People are very emotional. When it comes to money, I'm going to tell you something that is going to shock you right now. Money changes people. 80% of the times, it will change people negatively. It will erase every little thing you stand for. It will erase your philosophy in life. It will erase your loved ones. It will erase your family. It will erase your friends. It will erase everything. I've seen it before. And why? Because it's not for everybody to become filthy rich. Simple as that. I said it many times that if you want to receive this blessing and not go broke in less than 3 years, you had enough time to do one thing and one thing only. Prepare emotionally. Prepare spiritually. Prepare mentally. You either reset your mind, your mindset. You either change your mindset or reality will catch you and you will be broke in less than 3 years. I said it many times. People still asking me how. I'm explaining it right now. Okay? So this is the news that we got right now. And I want to share with all of you what happened today with me, okay? I was just chatting with my people in the chat room. So I took the time to watch my brother John Nigo in his video. And he mentioned something that I was going to talk today about. I was actually going to talk today, but I thought that he wasn't going to mention the same thing that I was going to mention, okay? Because it caught my attention how he put it. How he put it this way. And it's brilliant. John Nigo, I respect him a lot because he's a prophet. And it's brilliant the way he put it. Brilliant, brilliant. I never thought about it because I was caught up in the middle of a second elite, and I was caught up in the middle of the people in my chat room. After I gave this, I did this mistake of giving this alien stuff, and my main source, because I posted on Facebook that I was gonna do it at 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and I decided to do it early because I got everything together. So I got in the middle of that, but it caught my attention when my brother John Nigo said. So let me explain to you what he said about this. as you know, in the Middle East, right now we have a chaos. Again, he mentioned the word chaos. Something that I've been mentioning for already 3 years or more. Okay? So what is the chaos? Well, every single Asian country, it is accusing Qatar to be the one country that sponsors terrorism around the world. So all these countries are getting together, especially Saudi Arabia, which basically, let me just tell you something. Saudi Arabia is not our friend. I have said many times, and one of the biggest mistakes of Donald Trump has been having a relationship with that country. Saudi Arabia, if we're gonna blame a country to be the sponsor of terrorism around the world, it is Saudi Arabia. 100%. Saudi Arabia, it is the main source of all evil. Now, strangely, even King Clement prophesied about Saudi Arabia in a very terrible way. He said, it's gonna burn, burn, and burn. Why? Because these are the people who are calling us the devil. These are the same people who are doing everything around the world. So Donald Trump committed the biggest stupidity to do what he did. Get together with them and sign a deal, multi-billion-dollar deal for selling weapons to them. Multi-billion-dollar deal. Big mistake. But he's going to have to learn, right? He's not perfect. So anyway, everybody's accusing Qatar right now. Guess the one country who did not want to accuse Qatar of terrorism? Iraq. And like John Nigel said, my brother John Nigel said, we all know that this is a design. And it looked like a Hollywood design. That's what he said. I'm going to post his video. It's brilliant what he said. Brilliant. He said that it looked like it's been designed so all this chaos may trigger DRB. Why? Because it will actually come out with a prophecy, King Clement saying, in the people who ask, why now? Meaning, why now Iraq is not accusing Qatar? Why he's staying neutral? Because that's exactly what they're looking for. They're looking for to stay neutral so they can revalue. Do I believe that can be the possibility? Of course. Anything can happen. It's going to be a surprise. I've been saying it. When the RB happens, everybody going to get shocked. And all of a sudden, when I was watching the video from my brother John Nigel, I got this call. Okay? I got this call for the elite. Asking me, okay, we're waiting for a confirmation for the 800 number. It didn't go through. You see what I'm talking about? That's what it caught my attention. This thing don't come as a coincidence. No, they don't. No, they don't. I said it many times. This thing comes because of one reason only. We are very near. I even told yesterday, it can happen today. Didn't I say that? It can happen today. And I was waiting for that. Because I figured out, okay, they want to do the public exchange on the 7th of July. They want to drag it all the way to July, which, by the way, I'm still saying what they're telling me. My many sources saying that. And we are up to the 7th of June, and there is no RB. And we're seeing the IMF. That's another news that I got to tell you. The IMF granted millions of dollars in loans. Now, we don't want that. Really, we don't. Why? Because as long as they can feed this criminal, corrupted government of Iraq, they're not going to revalue their money. Because they're able to pay their bills. They're able to do anything. They're filthy rich. Just yesterday, I reported that one of the ministers said that they're so rich, they can come out with a $1.30 each dinar. They just gave us the introduction rate. They just gave it that. They just gave that away. So if they filthy rich, why the elite is keeping lending money to this corrupt government? And I'm going to tell you why. Because the establishment, which is based on the two main sources right now, which is the IMF and the World Bank, those are the Rockefellers and all the cabal, the establishments. They're being owned by that. They don't want this event to happen. So they're giving away money so they can delay this situation. Now let me add something to that brilliant detail of the prophecy of King Clement. When he said, my brother John Nigo, which by the way, he's also a prophet, like I said, that he said that people would ask, why now? Right? And let me add something else. In the same prophecy, it says, when things come as a worse, meaning that something's going to happen. Listen to me. Something's going to happen. That the government of Iraq will say, don't be surprised, okay? Because it happens in Kuwait. If this happens, there will be a lot of chaos and people will just be like crying. Watch. If the government of Iraq says that they have no intentions to raise their value or their currency, that's what's going to happen. And then the prophecy will come true. Yes, you heard it here first. In the Benny show, in the fake news show. That may happen. That may happen. That Iraq says that they have no intentions to raise their value. You tell me if that is not going to cause a lot of chaos and panic. You tell me that. It will, right? So, we are so close right now. That's what I keep saying to everybody. Keep the faith strong. Keep the faith strong. It's going to happen. I'm not worried about it. Because I know the prophecy of God never comes back empty. Never. It will happen regardless. Regardless, it will happen. That's how strong my faith is. Okay? So I want to make sure that everybody is in the same tune. And everybody understand. If we all put all the pieces together, we can understand what's going on right now. Alright? So today I didn't have much to do other than do my show and stay with my friends. And answer some emails, which basically I had to do every single day. So today we have the news, the chaos and the tribulation in the Middle East, and it's going to continue it. But something also will happen here in the United States. I'm still waiting for that. We still have, what do we have, like 3 weeks to go? No, we got more than that. We got 3 weeks and a half to go for July. So let's take it easy, like I said. And that was the explanation why I said the things that I say. Okay? Again, I apologize. I did not want to bring up false emotions. But I just want to give you also an idea what I had to go through every single day. And especially when they don't call me. I had told you that, didn't I? I had told you, hey, I'm in the shit list. They don't want to call me. I said it many times. I don't know if you can remember that, but I said it. Okay? So I've been honest about that. So today, other than that, we have some other news saying, some other areas in Iraq and Mosul that have been liberated right now. Because this week they call it the Liberation Week. Meaning that they're going to finish the whole thing and liberate it nationally. And the whole world will know when a body will look at to the camera and said, we are free from ISIS, we are free from Daesh. Iraq is once again free. And that will be the trigger of all the banks getting ready to receive their introduction rate, the revaluation, which is not basically a revaluation. It is a restoration of their real value. Again, the RB is not about a country raising their value out of nothing. No, it is not. If that was the case, they would have done a long time ago, and that is called fiat currency. That's what we do. Create money out of thin air. Giving the value out of the thin air. No, this is not about that. This is all about the real value. I said it many times. Okay, the real value. So when the real value of the dinar comes out, they just gave us the hint. Right? It was going to come out $1.30. Will that really be the case? I don't know. Let's wait. As far as I know, they told me that the reality probably be between 40 cents and 75 cents. That's what they told me. Okay, that's what they told me. They said in reality will be between 40 cents and 75 cents. The most, the introduction. Okay, and if they do that, it's going to probably be the biggest mistake, because a lot of people are going to be throwing away, going through all these stores and try to buy more dinars, right? Because it's still, if you're gonna be able to buy dinars, 75 cents, you're still gonna get a lot of money after they're revalued to $3 plus, right? Of course, it's just like any currency we do right now in cryptocurrency. Okay, what do we have in cryptocurrency right now? We have cryptocurrencies like the Digibyte. I mean the Bitcoin. It's called Bitcoin, not Bitcoin, but Bitcoin. You can still do a lot of money because it will hit $1,000 in July easily. Okay, so a lot of people are gonna do whatever they can to buy this currency. There's other currencies that also will revalue, and they haven't even mentioned by many experts, but I know that they are there. Now I'm prohibited to say anything, so I can't say anything. Sorry. Okay. So there's some information I can share, some information I cannot share. Simple as that. You gotta take it like that, regardless you like it or not. Sorry for that. Okay. The dinar revaluation was given not by the elite, it was given by soldiers. By soldiers that were pissed off of the establishment. They were introduced to them, they were promised to give them the money. Because they were having a lot of soldiers getting out, because they did not like that. They did not like the wars that we were fighting for. So the government came out and said, hey, you stay in the war, you're gonna avoid prison, plus you're gonna get very rich. So the soldiers said, okay, fine, we stay. Not before they tell the whole world about it. And that's how the whole stuff came out. Because believe me, that would be so easy for them to become really rich if they would just shut up. Just the same thing that happens when the Kuwaiti currency revalue. I was told before anybody else, but I was so immature to find out about to actually believe it. That is why I missed that chance. That was back in 1995 when I found out about it. Alright, so this is some information that only the elite can know, and the few others that are close to the elite. So this is what you need to know. That's all. Sorry. So what else do we have to mention for the news? Well, today I have to mention that. Let me see. Hold on, let me take a look. Let me take a look about something that I forgot to take a look. I forgot to tell you that. Okay, I forgot to tell you this. I forgot to mention this about July. I didn't mention before that July is gonna be July Madness. Okay, I mentioned that July is gonna be a time for RB to public exchange. A time that many of the cryptocurrencies will go sky high, and a lot of people will become rich. Okay, and also mentioned that the things will go not that well in the economy of the United States. Well, everything is pointing out right now, and listen to me, everything is pointing out that will happen in July also. So if you put all these things together, plus the chaos in the Middle East, prophecy will come through. Because everything's going to be so worse. It's going to be so bad. And if you read the prophecy, you will listen to those words. When they say, when the things comes as worse, I will release all the funds and blah, 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 blah. That's exactly what's going to happen. So now we have information that the economy is going to, the bubble, that famous bubble, is going to burst in the middle of the year, July. So there you go. So let's wait. Let's calm down. Let's relax, okay? That's all I gotta ask you. Relax. And that will be the last time I bring out the alien topic. Because that's the way I want it to be. I only was trying to share my information, and all of a sudden now people are really, they don't believe about it until they see things about it. So I mentioned that there will be a lot of people getting adopted, and it will come out in the news, and when it comes through, they will come out and say, hey, you were right. Will that be the first time? No. You know, it happens to be in Spanish radio. Can you imagine? I say, look, there will be a site, and it's going to happen on this city in Mexico. That was like maybe 5 or 9 years ago. I don't even remember how long was that. And it happens the date. We're talking about the Univision, Telemundo, Televisa, Chile. There was also this network in TV Chile. They all were looking for me. They were looking for me like crazy, offering me money left and right. I declined everybody. You see? Because it can destroy your life too. It can actually destroy mine, because I got business on my own. I don't want to be disturbed by that. I don't want to be disturbed by that. I don't want to be bothered by anybody. Just to let you know, because I'd rather choose my own business than feed your addiction to aliens information and not be hopium. Okay? That's what I just told you. I said it many times. I'm not here for your pleasure of your addiction. I'm only here to share my information. Alright? I hope you understand. I may have a show tomorrow, or may not have a show tomorrow. I will post it on Facebook. And for those who are subscribed on my Spreaker server, Spreaker.com, on the Fake News Show, you will get the notifications on your email when I go out live. Alright? And for those who are listening to me in YouTube, you also will get your notifications when I go live, because this is also going live right now on YouTube, if I'm not mistaken. So anyway, thank you so much for your attention, and I'm looking forward to see you in another edition of the Fake News Show. For now, God bless everybody. See you then.
Thank you for listening to the Fake News Show with Benny. See you next time for more conspiracy news, current events, and intel from the most controversial show from Montserrat Radio.